decent enough position for a free kick. Got to get the loft on the ball to allow some of those fellow white shirts to get to it. Doesn't get it, but it's a decent enough purchase. It will require a clearance. It's done that quite well there, Cheadle, as Hughes picks up the pieces. Now wide to Woodruff. Captain Smart is at right back this afternoon. Another searching ball down the line, looking for Woodruff, is cleared away. And it is a throw-in. So Leeds, just before Christmas, were in arguably the best position they've been in for years for a promotion run, and they still are. Certainly the words from the camp, Brady was, upbeat, confident. Cass Smith's, speaking about just getting that consistency back with the schedule. They had 4 or 5 games scheduled, only played 1 in January, and that's, it's a case of keeping your heads a little bit.
That's it. I mean, everybody loves a good cup run, but, the most important thing this season is the league.
Yeah, just break off because Cheadle have managed to get past Legg and the cut back in, and it's really good defending from Dobson, and the ball spins enough to allow Legg to get a clearance in, and that's great work from the 2 centre-backs. I know the person sat alongside me would appreciate that better than a well-taken goal.
Yeah, it's as good as a goal when you do a tackle like that, but yeah, really well timed by Ellie Dobson.
Woodruff was leaving it for Guy. She wins her team a throw inside the first 3 minutes. It had to be timed well, of course, because there'd be penalty. Red card appeals us at least from the other team, even though we've got a double jeopardy rule nowadays. And the timing of the run, and it's something to be aware of. And as a defender, Brad, is it one of those where you're expecting certain things in the game, but then when something like that happens and you've had to make a quick dart in, you go, right, we need to know for next time we maybe can't get as tight next time, and you take a little mental note in your head.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the girls will have done their homework in terms of, players to watch and things like that. And, you could argue that that's their first chance of the game within 4 minutes. And, this is a team that don't score that many, but they also don't concede many. And
break off because Woodruff might get a chance to strike. The deflection doesn't go Leeds' way, and Drew Green was nearly on the edge of it. They had 2 players there queuing up, Woodruff and Russo, and it's the 2 players they wanted in that area. It's a bit unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Their defence are super strong, but our attacking players are very, very good as well, so it'll be a good test today.
Danby into the near post, just one of those crosses where it was a case of getting anything on it to get it back in the box. She did that, but in doing so, it's an easy enough catch for the goalkeeper, Emma Bradley. Dobson heads clear. The Cheadle player tried to control it and just mistimed the interception. Dobson to Legg. Leeds just, of course, trying to adjust to those conditions. Players warming up. I think Cheadle warmed up pretty early this afternoon. We try to get an early feel of the pitch and how it will play. The danger player trying to get him behind again is Dunlop, who's got goal side. Legg trying to cut the pass. At Source this time. Body's queuing up. Across comes Darcy Green. Good block. Danby got involved as well. This attack still isn't over. It is now with Darcy Green's interception. Good determined work, and she'll bring it forward for her team and doing the hard yards, Brady, with 2 big blocks, settling it down. And yeah, Cheadle on the counter attack down the left hand side. It's just simple balls down the line, but they're effective.
Yeah, it is, and the midfield needs to do the best to protect the defence today, and we've already started to see that within the first kind of 5-6 minutes. So everybody needs to be on their A game today, not just the defence. Yeah,
Russo will let that ball bounce and go out for a throw-in inside the first 5 minutes at the Bannister Apprentice Stadium. So Leeds only played in the league once this year in 2025. That was a defeat to Middlesbrough. That defeat to Fylde came on the 15th of December, so big break between games in the league. As the 2 Green sisters try and combine on the left edge, but very scrappy in there as Hughes gives away a free kick. And just like Russo did in the first couple of minutes, a cheap free kick bought by the number 9, Rachel Dunlop, who offers that bit of class in the final third.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the players to watch today. Scored a few goals this season, including a hat-trick, I believe. So, yeah, we just need to make sure that we're tight on her.
Yeah, there's a bit of a dispute here between the number 4, Yasmin Ahmed, who's claiming Jeff Russo wasn't 10 yards. That's because Russo's claiming she's took the free kick too early and moved it forward. So, after a brief pause, Leeds eventually can clear it Russo slips at the wrong time, just as she played it forward. Worry is that she was caught, and let's hope it's just a kick down the ankle and there's nothing more severe, because she hasn't moved yet, Jess Russo. And I think she is going to be okay. Yeah, maybe it's just down the back of the head. And
I think she wanted a rest personally, Tom.
yeah, I mean, it just as she's about to play the pass, so they've timed it right there, Cheadle. It's a bit of a smart foul in that respect, in terms of they knew that the pass was on the way. Yes, the knee down the back. I did think there was no challenge on the floor. She got a stray knee to the back of the head. Not that Bridie's got any sympathy whatsoever. Typical defender's attitude. As there's not really a pattern to the game yet, Bridie. We've got a, again, this time of year, the pitches at this level will always make things a bit of a level playing field, but no one's really set a tone in the game. I guess you could say that Cheadle have maybe put a blueprint for counter-attacks and long balls down the line, but Leeds haven't really got a foothold in the match yet, as Ahmed tried to play it over the top, and she has done. Picked out the pass, Oates comes out, smothers. A good block needed, and potential there for the offside, and a thumbs up from the winger in Jessica Gillen, because inch perfect pass, just that she just mistimed the run. But the main thing for our perspective is it's a great save from Charlotte Oates.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, she's got a rare starting goal today, due to obviously Carrie Simpson being on the bench. I think she picked up a knock in the last game, so it's a big game for her. But she's got the experience, and she showed that then.
Yeah, stayed as big as she possibly could, and now she's got work to do defensively as the kick's been smothered. Effort's coming in, and it's over the top. It's unlucky for Cheadle. Porteous Williams, she had to go high because of the player on the line. Sadly for her, and great for Leeds, it's too high, and it's that pass back from Hughes. Put the keeper under all sorts of pressure. Leeds were nearly guilty of quite simply gifting a goal to Cheadle.
Yeah, and it could come down to something as silly as that today. So like I said, we need to be on our A game and get the ball under control. The pitch isn't helping, but at the end of the day, it's the same for both teams, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Shauna Legg and Charlotte Oates are just tinkering with a few thoughts here, as Oates is able to get the ball down. She's told the players to get further forward. Woodruff beaten in the air. She might get a second attempt. Two Cheadle players go for the same ball. Visiting teams certainly thrive off the scrappy nature of the game, and they're getting the better of it in that department. Done so again as Legg's got to be quick, and she is. Doesn't pick out smart, but again, just breaking down. I mean, because of the random nature of the ball flight and it bobbling around, you can't really set yourself, I'm sure, as a defender, Brad. You've just got to try and put yourself in space and hope it lands towards you. Shauna Legg got herself in a good position, but visitors just slowly growing into this.
Yeah, and that's it. We've just got to be on our game and, not give cheap passes away and, get the ball under control, because they've got 2 or 3 players who can really hurt us in that final third.
Dunlop gets a block into stop leg clearance. Danby will pick it up. Strong challenge in midfield. Cheadle player flying into that tackle. It's a good one. Fair, and there's nothing wrong with it.
I think the last time they actually conceded was back in October, which was actually against us.
Yeah, not conceded more than 3 all season to anybody but us. So.
Yeah.
And that, as you say, that defensive record, I mean, to concede 3 goals and then do that for the rest of the... I mean, that's some response.
And when you look back now at the end of the season, what a result that was. They're sitting top of the league and they don't lose very often. So, big result, but obviously we're seeing a very different Cheadle today.
Good run this from Drew Green. Needs a bit of help. She gets it inside from Russo. Russo's going to turn away from trouble. Fizzes it across the goal. It was unlucky that for Leeds. She'll pick up the pieces. She's unlucky though, because Danby wasn't expecting her to get to that ball. They take each other out. And Hughes to Guy. Now out to Smart. No width really for Leeds apart from Smart, so she'll need to pick out an inside pass. The ricochet goes to Dunlop, who goes early with the clearance over the top. She's trying to pick out Porteous Williams, and this forward 2 for Cheadle causing Leeds a few issues. Dobson's just trying to stand her up for now. She gets the challenge in. They both appeal for the throw, and it will go Leeds United's way. And well done to Ellie Dobson, who for a while there looked to be outnumbered.
Yeah, she did really well, and this is it. It's about winning your individual battles, and as well as obviously collectively. But if you've done your job at the end of the day, that's all you can do. And so far she's had a great start to the game, is Ellie.
Hughes collects in midfield, and that's a bit more like it from her, a bit more assurance in possession. Ball is bouncing horribly over on that far side of the pitch at the Palace Apprentice Stadium. Smart's now got to get her skates on to keep this in, and she will do so. 2 for target in the box. Smart tries at her best. Cross is blocked. But a very simple move that from Leeds. Bridie just down the line, play it into space, keep it alive, and just build momentum that way.
Yeah, it was a good pick out there by Amy Woodruff, and you know that Olivia Smart's going to be hugging the touchline where possible, and we know that she's got the quality to deliver. So, you know, if we can get ourselves in the wide areas and then get bodies in the box, you know, let's try and exploit them that way.
Danby, high searching ball headed up into the air. It'll fall out towards Russo, and trying to score. Sends it into the clouds. Unfortunate for her, but a player that's had a stop-start season. Injuries have certainly not helped her cause. Magnificent campaign 12 months ago. Just getting back into a regular rhythm of playing, getting that partnership with Amy Woodruff is so vital. The talent clearly there. She's got that little bit of form to find. I think it's a good sign, Bridie. I mean, you know, players that are often not confident will try and bring that down. Yes, it didn't go well, but as a teammate, would you rather hit it first time?
We know what she can do from that kind of range. She did have the time to take it down. I think there were nobody within kind of 5 yards of her, so probably just lacked a little bit of composure. But that's the thing when you've been out injured and you're coming back, you're desperate to get that goal.
Dunlop again gets away, picks the pass. Cheadle player nearly gives it away. It's unfortunate for Leeds. True Green deserved a bit more luck there. Dobson tries to get to the ball. Leg comes across. She's beaten. Porteous Williams comes for it. Oates blocks it. Now though, Smart's on the line. Sitting duck. No way she was going to get to that. And Porteous Williams fires Cheadle into the lead. And once the header wasn't won from Leeds United, their advantage was to the visitors, and they trail by a goal to nil here, Leeds. Yeah,
it's disappointing to concede, you know, in the first quarter hour of the game. You know, Ellie Dobson just picked her out a minute ago for, you know, having a very good start. You know, she didn't quite get the header that she would have liked, and then Shauna Legg, to be fair, covered really, really well, but, you know, they just got a little bit of luck there, and, you know, Charlotte Oates didn't really have much chance, I guess.
No, I mean, again, I guess would you dissect it a bit harder there, Brad, and say Charlotte Oates actually did well. You know, she put the block in originally, it just ricocheted the other way.
Yeah, they got a bit of luck, and unfortunately, it didn't go our way that time, but, you know, there's still plenty of this game left, so, you know, the girls just need to, you know, stay positive. You know, we have got into the final third a couple of times, so, you know, we just need to keep going.
Yeah, fortunate for Leeds. Fingers crossed they can kick on from there. Smart is playing it down the line. Cheadle with a pretty commanding clearance.
And this is what they do. I mean, they did it a couple of weeks ago, I believe. They scored a goal against Durham, I think it was, and then they just kind of, I won't say sat back, but they controlled the game and still created chances. So, you know, when they do tend to go in front, they don't tend to lose, which is a stat that goes against us. But, you know, we've beaten once this season. I'm sure we can do it again. Yeah,
it's not ideal, but as you say, records there to be broken. Danby back to Smart. She realises Smart, she just can't play it back to Danby due to her teammate being offside, so in delaying it, Cheadle can get to her first. Danby delivers the cross, nearly picked out Russo. Good header away at the far post. Russo now chasing hard to win a corner. And again, it is those just scrappy 50-50s that if Leeds can win them, builds that confidence for the rest of the game. And Smart will make her way across to take this corner.
Yeah, it's a great ball in that, and, you know, it's giving the defenders something to do, isn't it? And the way in which she put that in, then it was in that danger area, you know, where the keeper kind of, do I go, do I sit? But, you know, the defender made the right decision in terms of staying on the line and let the defender just sweep up. So good defending, but much better from Leeds now.
Smart curls the ball in, just headed away from Cheadle, still not fully clear. Hughes jumps in, Russo turns just into traffic. Fall to Danby, she tried to have a go at it. Russo still won't be fully clear. Cheadle put everybody behind the ball. It's good defending, but Confidence there for Leeds that they can cause problems. Dobson into Woodruff, smothered immediately, takes it away from two of them, goes to ground. Referee gives the free kick. And Cheadle in their numbers defending, almost tackling in twos on the edge of the box. They're adamant it is not a free kick. Sarah Danby is trying to contend their claims, but we get a replay here, Bride. I mean, Woodruff did very well originally. I mean, there is a challenge on the ball. Of course, the referee's got the best view, though.
Yeah, I would have said that was a free kick. She just seemed to, she used her body well, and she seemed to get kind of sandwiched in between the players, didn't she? It was a very, very clever play. She knew it was crowded, and the player was always going to take her down in that area.
The referee will march them back. Bradley in goal for Cheadle is demonstrating where she wants the wall to stand. It will be a four-pronged defensive unit over this Smart and Danby. The left foot of Danby perhaps favours the position of the free kick, and it will be the number 7 who tries to float it over the wall, does so, can't get it to dip. It's still 0-1.
Yeah, it was a big opportunity, that, wasn't it? And I think when you're in those kind of circumstances, you want to at least get it on target, because, you know, give the keeper something to do, and you never know, it could ricochet off and things like that. But yeah, she'll be disappointed with that, will Sarah Danby.
Getting back underway, Smart looking for Russo. It's going to be ushered out of play by the visiting team. Still just a 1 goal in it. Russo, though, just slowly coming into proceedings. If you're just joining us here on LUTV, Porteous Williams' 14th minute strike has given visitors the lead. Guy wins the header. Awkward bounce for Ahmed to try and deal with. Russo goes to ground, gets the free kick. Quite clever, Cheadle, in the way that they work things. They're quite a competitive unit in terms of, you know, Ahmed just complained to the official on the far side, but they knew that was a foul. They just slowly stop your rhythm by giving these free kicks away.
Yeah, they're a physical team out there. You kind of know what you're going to get with these kind of teams. But, you know, if it's in those kind of areas and we're winning free kicks, I'll take it. But, you know, we just need to make sure we're not getting bullied off the ball as well, especially in the key areas.
So Smart and Danby stood over this for the second free kick in a row. Danby's last one was an effort towards goal. Either of these players could deliver the cross. It will be Danby. Near post, gets a corner out of it. Wasn't the best clearance and the best cross either, but Leeds get the rub of the green, which is just what they need at this stage of the match.
I think we've responded well, Tom, to going 1-0 behind. You know, we've definitely been playing the game more in the final third, haven't we?
Yeah, certainly so. Smart delivers, deflected cross. It will be another corner. Get a sense that Cheadle, as you say, though, with that defensive record, you know, sometimes set pieces, I think, as a player, when you know you've conceded from a fair few, you're a bit nervous to try and defend them. Doesn't seem those. They can really assure themselves. Cheadle have got everybody covering that 6-yard box pretty much. Dunlop comes back to work as the ball comes in. Keeper misses it. Guy will have a go. Just doesn't get her body over the ball. It might even work out as a good pass to Danby. It will. She's onside. Danby's cross is blocked. It'll fall out to Russo. Striker with a back to goal. Let's be careful here, because Leeds have slowly started to bring a defender or two back, but if they lose possession, they won't do. They'll pick up the pieces here. Woodruff. Hughes in the area. Asking for an edge of the box is Guy. Danby picks her out. Guy will go for goal. Second miss hit in a row, but she'll ride the challenge. It might fall for Woodruff. It's all got very scrappy. There was also Drew Green in there. Just nobody found the time to have a shot. Now Darcy Green may do, and she'll force a save out of the goalkeeper. I think she has every right to hit it from there, Brady. Everyone is trying it. She had the most space, so why not?
Well, she got it on target as well, so going back to making the keeper make a save. It was relatively easy for the keeper, but yeah, very, very scrappy. Very scrappy.
Good feet from Darcy Green, just when you thought she'd overrun it. Keeps it alive. Plays it though in between Danby and Guy. Dobson heads clear. Like tells Hughes to get out of the way, and she does. Now it's forward to Russo. Woodruff looked offside. Drew Green didn't know, and now plays it inside to Woodruff, who's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Chance to finish, it's blocked. She goes to ground, it's cleared off the line. And Cheadle Town survive. And it is that scrappy nature of their defending that they thrive on. And it's an opportunity missed for Leeds United. And one where Amy Woodruff will be disappointed with. Great build-up there. They can take the positive from this. They've carved them open, Brady.
Yeah, and it all started from the back, didn't it? Shauna Legg just taking, a bit of ownership at the back just to clear it, and she didn't have clearer lines, and then Jess Russo controlled it beautifully and played it in. It was, like I say, really, really well worked goal and should be 1-1.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Leeds will look to build here from that opportunity as the referee just pauses. Rachel Dunlop has a word with the official. And whatever's been claimed she's not happy with. Referee will let the game go on. Smart with the ball in hand has 3 options in close proximity. Woodruff the one she targets. Woodruff will try and win anything here from her team, and she's unlucky. Concede the goal kick. Any striker that misses a one-on-one chance is always going to be frustrated, but the work that Emma Woodruff's done for this team this year is... She's certainly not in debt to the team, they're in debt to her for her contributions, and of course chances are missed, people make mistakes. I think the goalkeeper did well again.
I was just about to say she has been outstanding this season, but it is a credit to the goalkeeper. She's a very, very good goalkeeper, hence their defensive record. It's not just the defence that get the plaudits. I think she's in the running for Golden Glove of the Year, so she's been a great signing for Cheadle. But yeah, Amy will be gutted that she's not put that one in the back of the net.
And she's a player that seems to thrive on the physical nature of it, and she'll just try and get one back as Beth Guy is pushed to the floor. You'll never see Amy Woodruff quit, will you? And he'll actually spur her on like it does Jess Russo. And I think you really hit the nail on the head, Brad. Leeds have actually responded very well since conceding. And long may that continue. They've got a great chance if they can keep this up to get back on level terms. Danby to Dobson. And towards Drew Green, poked towards Russo. On a stronger left foot, whips it across the face, looking for Woodruff. It's behind for a corner.
Yeah, they're playing much better football now, aren't they? In terms of like linking up well, midfielder doing well, they're managing to get it wide, 1 and 2 touch. It's like they've taken a few minutes to get used to the pitch. But yeah, we're playing much, much better, and I can feel an equaliser coming.
Yeah, I can understand the confidence as the game with Smart taking the set piece. Takes it short. Led out by Green. Giving Smart some work to do. She's done very well to get the ball back in. It nearly falls for Russo. She loses her feet as she just tried to adjust to have a shot. Danby's just trying to stay big. Big work from Hughes. Now Dobson at the back. Dobson flies in with a challenge. Leeds will be caught out here because Dunlop's on side, as is her teammate. Dunlop running through. In fact, the referee and Lads will consult it. She was the closest to being offside. The number 7 was certainly on in Jessica Gillen, but linesman straight away waved the flag up, and it's a fortunate move for Leeds that that didn't come off.
Yeah, it was a decent break, wasn't it? And this is the thing, we cannot switch off. And looking at today's game so far, I don't think it's a case of them almost breaking us down with brilliant play. I think quite often it's to do with our mistakes, and that hopefully won't be the main problem at the end of the day, and we'll get an equaliser and hopefully we'll go on to get the win. But we've just got to be very, very careful at the back.
Darcy going into Dobson. Drew Green gets a touch, Dobson gets another. Darcy Green rolls it inside to Legg, who takes her time with it. She's got Smart on the right back spot asking for possession. Instead she picks out the pass to Drew Green. Darcy Green then dips into the challenge. Clearance coming in from the number 5 in Shepley. She gets it clear, and Sarah Danby's pressure wins Leeds the throw. 20 minutes left of this first half. Reminder of the bench is Simpson, Turner, Smith, Jubal Keating and Montgomery. Leeds win another throw in quick succession. away from Gilling goes the wrong way, and Leeds get another corner. So just building up these set pieces. Got to try and turn them into a bit more pressure. Olivia Smart will make her way again across to take it.
I think we've definitely been the team on top in the last 10 minutes. It's just about being clinical now, isn't it, in that final third?
Smart delivers. Clearance away at near post. Hughes flicks it back inside. Woodruff trying to turn it goalwards. She's unlucky. Darcy Green back to Leg, who's just got to adjust her feet. Uses Oates as a decoy. She's been pressured all the time though by Portis Williams. Searching ball down the line to Russo, who has speed, gets across, forces the defender into a mistake, and it's a good old-fashioned battle this. There's some good challenges flying in.
Really good.
That's what I expected, but just unfortunate that Leeds conceded. Apart from that, they've not really done much wrong.
No, they haven't, and I thought Sean Legg did absolutely brilliant then to not only kind of dodge the tackle and the pressure from the player, but then to play a ball and almost like win a team a throw-in all the way up the pitch there. I thought it was really good.
Smart looking for Woodruff. Good touch from the lead striker. Gets a little bit unlucky. I mean, they've done the homework. Pretty much 3 players are on Woodruff and Russo at all times. Russo gets a nudge to the ground. Referee says no free kick this time. Danby beats it in the challenge. Now Dobson with Dunlop breathing down her neck, trying to get it back to safety, which she does with Oates, and a clearance away from trouble from Oates near the halfway line with 29 minutes gone. Going to Woodruff, an important touch that. Smart has Hughes in the middle. Smart nearly picked out Russo. Poor pass from Cheadle puts them under pressure here from a throw-in. Darcy Green down the line. Drew Green just trying to flick it over her head and gets the technique wrong. Again, not much in this battle. Cheadle though, because they have the lead, Brady, and they know they can counter-attack well, they are just sitting in a little bit. I mean, it's their nature, of course, as a defensive team, but this is a pretty strong performance from them at the back. There's no panic from them so far.
Yeah, you can see why they're a difficult team to break down, and this is what we've been working on in training, how to break down that low block, because you know, when teams do park the bus, it makes it very, very difficult. So, you know, in terms of like what we've got to do is kind of keep the ball and kind of move it left and right and try and just to create that little bit of space. Because I feel like every time we've got the ball at the moment, they're just on us straight away, and they're closing down really, really well, making it difficult for us.
And Ahmed, the captain, is once again in discussion. The only games you've seen Yashin Ahmed, she has a lot to say. A very strong, commanding defender. Obviously a good leader of this group because the players know their jobs inside and out alongside the coaching staff. Dobson clears only though into Porteous Williams, who's got a second attempt at this. Really good save from Oates. To even get hold of it is an achievement. Mainly just make the save. But again, players not clearing their lines. And all Cheadle are doing is just capitalising on those mistakes. But without Oates, this could be 2 or 3-0 because, you know, when Cheadle have had a chance, it's Oates that's come to the rescue. All the play that Leeds have had, open play, putting the passes together has been so strong. I guess you would say the main area of weakness is in and around their own box.
Yeah, it is. I said it'd come down to probably something quite scrappy, and again, you know, they could have easily capitalised on that, but a really, really great save to kind of keep us in this game. I think, you know, that'd have knocked the girls for 6 if we'd have gone 2-0 down within half an hour. So, you know, I think with Ellie Dobson, I think she was right to clear it, but I think it just needed to be done a couple of seconds before. It just allowed the player just to get on her a little bit closer.
Dobson goes up in the air towards the touchline, and it's another throw-in coming Cheadle's way. Danby loses out. Cheadle trying to play the pass behind Smart, who clears away. Looking for Woodruff. She had simpler options right at the edge of the box, Smart, but to pick out Woodruff was a relieving pressure pass. It got them away from their own box. Last few minutes, though, has gone back to that scrappy nature. Leeds haven't been able to build a platform. Woodruff searches it down the line to Russo. It's often a tactic that's worked for Leeds. Who turns inside. Jess Russo, great skill, goes for goal! That is a peach of an effort from Jess Russo. And she's done it all herself up front, down the line from Woodruff. And it's a one-on-one opportunity. And anyone that plays in this league knows you do not give Jess Russo the chance to turn inside. When you do, that happens. It's one apiece.
Well, I feel better about that now. What a fantastic goal from Jess. I mean, it just seemed to kind of come out of nothing, really, and she still had a hell of a lot of work to do there. But she, she went inside and she went on that favoured left foot, and from a defensive point of view, that was far too easy for Jess Russo. It just opened up nicely for her.
Tremendous finish as well. Power. We said earlier about how good the goalkeeper is, Emma Bradley. But Jess Russo on her left foot. And again, there's certain strikers that like the style of play. Dunlop, seems to play in the same way. If you put a high ball over the top, she relishes the fact that defenders hate doing it. Russo's in the same mould. And as you say, it's made you feel better. The players on the pitch, it just settles everybody down. This is one of those games that, it's very tough. That you try not to big it up a little bit. But it is season defining. You are playing top of the league. You have a game in hand on them. And with only one team going up, avoiding defeat is like the bare minimum, the message you want to put across today. Absolutely,
it's huge. And, we know that they've not conceded since October. So, apart from, they did against West Brom in the FA Cup, but in terms of league, so to get that goal and almost, like you say, just break that duck from a little bit is will give the girls massive confidence. And, they're not used to conceding, let's be honest. We have let in a few sloppy goals this season and we've managed to kind of come back. So, game on.
I'm about to say that. You took the words out of Matt. I know it's from our perspective, but then I wonder what they're. This is the keeper. Is she just sat? Is she stood in the goal now, constantly thinking about that? The defenders. You never know if that's had a mental effect on them as well. I mean, on the other side of things, they could just be kicking on and be hungry to make amends, but it's always good if you can try and cast doubt in an opponent's mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're used to winning, aren't they? That's the thing. They're the top of the league for a reason. So this is kind of unfamiliar territory. But if I'm honest, I think they'll be, fairly happy with a point against Leeds. But for us, we need more points on that board. We've had a couple of losses already, a couple of poor results. So we need to get back to winning ways today.
Just one apiece. Smart wins a throw-in for Leeds. Well, Beth Guy doesn't. Smart picks it up to take it. It goes the wrong way for Cheadle. Clearance will fall to Woodruff. Fortunately, even though she tried to smack it towards goal, it didn't fall to her teammate. Good work from Hughes. Recognised there was no width on that left side, so it's safety first. Smart making a run forward. Dobson goes the other side. May even fall to Woodruff. Keeper's coming off her line to try and stop it going out of play. That's because it took a deflection. And Leeds, again with Amy Woodruff's hard-working attitude, head down. And just grinding away in this game. With 10 minutes left, this is a really good match in terms of prospects for the league. Cheadle haven't come short here. They could go into Smart, they do. Not the best bit of defending from Cheadle. Woodruff delivers it into the box, nearly goes in! And the header from Ahmed went the wrong way. And Woodruff nearly got an assist for the cross. And again, just little bits of doubt, rack them up and hope that they can crumble.
Yeah, and this is it. It's about putting the balls in dangerous areas. And that's exactly what we've done.
Smart goes near post again. This time, Cheadle clear. It's out towards Dunlop. Good work from Danby. They're claiming handball. That seemed to hit Danby in the chest, and her rather passionate response suggests that's the case. And I think if you're a Cheadle Town player, you're praising the work of Dunlop, because she could well have bought that one, because she knows when she's given it away, Danby's got a cross into the box. She's practically got a free cross as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a handball by Danby there. They'll be more than relieved to have seen that. Go for them.
Danby gets the clearance. Cheadle Town player Potts Williams claims that she was caught on the foot as she did so.
I think Danby's still a bit furious about the free kick that went against her.
And she had every right to go for the ball. Whether she actually made contact, referee was happy enough with it, but that wasn't a a challenge of a player that is in a good mood. I totally agree. Here's Dunlop holding up possession. Cross to nobody really in terms of Cheadle colours. Sean Leg does well to control it and then clear. Into Dunlop, she's got goal side, Leg comes across, she's turned past a couple of players including Dobson. Oates gets a hand to the ball. And everybody in defensive positions for Leeds pretty much made an interception there as Woodruff has just kicked the ball and will concede a throw-in. But again, whether it was Oates or a defender or a combination of both, gets their ball in the line, and it nearly was another opportunity. And Dunlop and Portis-Williams are a nightmare, and I say that with respect.
They are a nightmare, and I said at the start of the game, we've got to win our individual battles. Charlotte Oates, to be fair, has probably kept us in it again. There, it's backs against the wall at times, isn't it? Getting your body in front of the ball, and we did do that. And I think Simon would be happy to go in at 1-1 at half time. We've seen some good things and some not so good things. There's plenty to work on, but the main thing is that we're still in the game, and it's winnable. We have created chances, but equally so have they.
Ball goes out of play for a throw-in. Cheadle players exchanging short, snappy touches. Dunlop picks out Portis-Williams, went for goal. He'll actually fall to a teammate, and both players in a row sliced it. And Harriet Houghton that's gone for the left foot. In fact, no, it wasn't. It was the number 3 in Georgia Plant that went for goal. And fortunate for Leeds, both of them didn't have their shooting boots on.
No, they link up really well to the forward players. But yeah, Georgia Plant, she can score from distance, but I'm pleased that one didn't go in the back of the net. But they link up very, very well to the strike pair.
I think it's got work to do to get back goal side, but she does. Smart with a slight toe to the ball, gets it away. Ball doesn't take a touch. I thought it did, in fairness. Both teams are appealing pretty passionately. We'll take it. Here now is Dobson. Clears away, and it'll be out for a throw. And we keep going these little patterns, Bridie, where we get some good football through either side, and then we get a scrappy couple of minutes. I think it tells you they're very evenly matched.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's kind of a top of the table clash, isn't it? And it is kind of exactly how I expected it to go, to be honest with you.
Oates just taking her time, and probably wise to do so. Free kick gone against Leeds, much to their disgust. In fact, just a throw-in, but I think Leeds were claiming they should have got a call themselves. Green puts this ball into the stands, so just less than 5 minutes left of the opening 45 minutes. Leeds United conceded in the 14th minute with Portis-Williams. They've had several efforts saved of Cheadle. Charlotte Oates has been superb back there. Same can be said for Emma Bradley that denied Amy Woodruff before Jess Russo thumped the ball home into the near post. Green back to Dobson.
You can see how much the ball bobbles, can't you?
Yeah.
I think we've just got to be really careful when we're playing that ball into central midfield positions.
There's an example of it. Drew Green unable to control the ball. Now it's chased all the way back, and Oates will collect. Quick throwing out to pick out Hughes, who's got Smart on the touchline. Guy instead into Woodruff. Woodruff trying to go around the corner. It's going to be a deflection. Will be a throw. Turn. Woodruff in space, cuts it back. It's just going to be too far in front of Drew Green. Misplaced clearance though. Get another corner, Leeds.
Yeah, good football again. 1 and 2 touch, linking up well, using that width as well. So got ourselves into another great position. We just need a quality ball into the box from Sarah Danby, which we know that she's more than capable of doing. That's a rash clearance from that number 7. Jess Gillen, their top goal scorer this season.
Yeah, big slice, which has helped our cause. Can we cause a problem from it? Danby to the far post. Hughes trying to head it goalwards. It's going to go all the way out, and now Guy is chasing it down. She's caught, but wins her team a throw-in. From Danby. And still, she goes down, caught late. 2 Cheadle players go for the same ball.
It's interesting, since Cheadle
Welcome back then to LUTV's coverage. The second half is about to get underway as Leeds United and Cheadle Town are at 1 apiece. A rather scrappy spells in the first half. Some really good football as well, actually, from both teams, exchanging long balls down the line, some short snappy passes from Leeds, carving Cheadle open. And the same can be said for our visitors, who forced Charlotte Oates in goal to make several saves. So this game is finally poised, and it sort of deserves to be. Cheadle are top of the league. They have 4-point cushion over Leeds. Leeds have a game in hand. So a win today would be monumental really for the season, because of course only one team gets promoted, as Sean Legg comes racing across to clear and ensure that the danger is now over. Myself, Tom Hill and Bridie Hannon are bringing you all the action in this second half, and I think one of the biggest compliments we could say is games like this sometimes can be spoiled by nerves. Yes, it's not the end of the season, just break off in fact, because Russo's got onto Guy's over the top pass. Russo tries to dig out the cross and doesn't get the required curl on the ball. It's out for a goal kick. But even in February, you know, this is a game between third and first. You get to that stage, Bridie, where you think, well, if we can beat these, keep other people at bay, we can win the league if we're Cheadle. And Leeds are thinking, well, if we can beat them, win our game in hand, we go above them. So nerves generally would start to play a part. But I think the biggest respect for both is that they didn't look nervous, really, for the most part, in the first half.
No, I mean, Cheadle have obviously had a really good season. They've come up this season, and I think everybody can agree that they've overachieved. Even their manager says, you know, we're a small club, little resources, and we've overachieved. So they're just taking each game as it comes. But, you know, we can't lose today. You know, we have to win.
Clearance out from Cheadle. Yeah, and it is that pressure of just a one promoted team. There's often a case where if it was two, so many clubs would have that cushion. Of course, that's what makes the action a lot more competitive and the drama. Leeds will feel that a good result today, at least a draw, would put them in the picture, because they're third, Chorley are second. Both Leeds and Chorley have played the same amount of games. Chorley are 1 point better off. And it's then Middlesbrough in fourth. They've got a game in hand on Leeds and 2 over Cheadle. Well, it's Huddersfield in fifth. As Cheadle come forward, this time it is with Plant. Interception was on the cards for Smart. It just bobbled in front of her. Legg is going to try and ush it out of play, and she's done very, very well to do so. She had a shaky start because of the pressure she was put under, but that's the experience that Shauna Legg brings to the party. And I think she decided from about 20 yards out that she was going to usher that ball out of play. I mean, that's confidence.
Yeah, sometimes when you're doing that, you almost regret your decision as the player's getting closer to you.
Yeah, Oates apologises because her goal kick went astray and put Leeds under pressure. Leeds' team is Oates, Legg, Smart, Hughes, Danby, Dobson, Russo, Green, Woodruff, Darcy Green and Beth Guy. Here is Guy in possession. Tidy midfield player that certainly helped Leeds hold things down in the middle this year, as Woodruff looks to play in. Drew Green goes for goal straight at the goalkeeper. She was offside. And I think if Emma Woodruff would have known that the better pass was to Jess Russo, but she played the percentage ball, the one that was the best chance of scoring. Unfortunately, Green had set off a little too early, but what we could say is it's a great through ball. Yeah,
Jess was in here because of space, wasn't she? She probably would have been in the better position, really. But, you know, we've got into another good position there, so, you know, we need to see the positive of that.
Cheadle win the flick-on header. Cleared away by Cheadle. Ball played into the middle of the park. Good header from Darcy Green was certainly needed. Drew Green rolls it across to Smart. Into Woodruff, who might be waiting for Smart to get alongside her. She uses that, in fact, as a decoy. Now she's on her way. And gets her ankle taken out from underneath her, does Woodruff. She's still going. Toying with the defender, Plant. Tries to put it into the box. Wins a corner. Wasn't much in that, but that just sums up any Woodruff's game. Where a lot of strikers prefer to be in goal-scoring opportunities, she seems to actually enjoy the horrible side of the game no matter what.
Yeah, initially she was going towards the corner flag, and obviously from where we're looking we couldn't see any support coming, but, you know, she's managed to win a team a corner there, and, you know, we've got the likes of Alice and Shauna coming up there for the corner, so it's again another opportunity. Danby, dangerous ball in. Plant gets her
body in the way. The best clearance, Russo, beautiful touch. Just runs into traffic when trying to have a shot towards goal. Collected by Smart. Just try to poke it forward into Guy, but she's done so. Picked out by Hughes.
Yeah, it would have just been nice to see someone attacking that front post, because, you know, there were just nobody really within a few yards of that. It wasn't a bad ball in.
Leeds win a throw, which Woodruff will go and collect. Woodruff's done well, holds up possession, wins her team a throw-in. Well, she should do. I don't think there was a touch there, but the linesman nearby, of course, has the better view, so we'll take their call. 5 minutes into the second half, still nothing in it.
No, I think both teams seem to be cancelling each other out, although I'm not sure they've had much of a chance this half. So I think Leeds are probably on top. But no, I mean, just looking at the league table, it's so tight up there between Cheadle, Chorley, you know, Leeds and even Middlesbrough, and Huddersfield aren't too far behind either. So I think with about 7 or 8 games left, it's still very much to play for. But I never like to have games in hand, Tom. I prefer the points on the board rather than the games in hand.
Yeah, you can certainly say that, can't you? You've done your job, and yeah, very impressive. You know, to put those points on the board, ask everyone to do the work while you can relax. Cheadle will feel that way, but of course Leeds having the game in hand. Guy is just a little bit more windy than I think she first thought as Leeds win a throw-in. It's good work from Smart. Stepped up at her important time. They go under pressure, gets caught, but wins her team a throw-in. Woodruff was looking for Smite's good feet from Portis Williams, gets in. Dangerous this for Leeds, but Dobson comes across, Hughes comes across to help out. Woodruff and Hughes working a pretty dangerous 1-2, and now Woodruff will set off on her way. She's such a strong runner of the ball. Hughes just has to wait for possession to get to it. This is that battle that's pursuing, because Cheadle are just as up for this than Leeds. They've got a first place to defend. They want revenge, of course, after losing to Leeds, conceding 3 times against them. The only time they've done that this season. And they win a throw, and we are starting to see this, I guess, competitive nature Bridie come out in both teams. And yes, it's making for scrappy viewing, but you almost got to respect the fact that neither team are giving up anything to each other.
Yeah, I think this will be one of the toughest games that Cheadle have played all season. You know, I'm already interested in hearing what the manager's got to say after the final whistle, but hopefully it'll be a disappointed interview if we've got the 3 points.
Frustration that for Leeds, just trying to get the ball and work it into a good position. It's played out. Or was it out? No, it wasn't. Leeds under pressure here. Now Dunlop. Cutback is on, looking for Portis Williams. Well worked by leg. Shot comes in again from Gillen. And not for the first time. She smashes the ball into the stands and behind. And Leeds, just for a second, giving up a free bit of space, and nearly was punished.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened then. I'm not sure if Ellie Dobson felt she'd been fouled or if she were waiting for the ball to roll over the white line, but that didn't happen, and they came away with it. But credit to Shauna Legg there, who covered quite a bit of ground there to get across, so, you know, plaudits to her there.
Clearance goes the wrong way. Leeds just falling into a few traps defensively. I said it earlier, didn't we, about Cheadle, Bridie, where they were defending so well. Once they conceded, they had a shaky few minutes, and you know, you try not to make it simple. These players are in the fight, it's there that's doing the hard work. It's just us getting the chance to sit here and observe. But you do wonder if Leeds could tidy up a little bit at the back and make it less scrappy. Just what platform that could do for themselves, because the only time Cheadle have had joy in the final third is Leeds' clearance is going to them, and the few odd balls down the line. It's that confidence they try to beat. Can they then put the pressure on Cheadle at the back? Neither side giving each other an inch, and it's making for quite the contest in midfield. They're having to work so hard back there, Leeds. Now Legg trying to close down Portis Williams. Smart coming back to try and help out. Block from Woodruff, who is the number 10 back there as shot comes in. Good save from Oates. Didn't look like at first George Plant was coming back from an offside position, but yeah, I mean, I think with any game that's got at this magnitude, when two teams are as good as each other, you often have to concede momentum to each other, and it's if you can withstand that. Maybe we've just seen 6-7 minutes of Cheadle pressure, and there's no doubt about it, Leeds will have their say as well soon.
Yeah, definitely. I think both teams have got that little bit of brilliance in them, and they've also got a mistake in them as well, as we've seen throughout 55 minutes of this game. So, at this point, it really is anybody's. But, we have got experience in the team. Shauna Legg and Ellie Dobson at the back there. Who've played a standard above this, as a couple of their players. But it's just about having that composure at the back and, really clearing your lines and making decisions in key moments.
Cheadle spot the space for Portis Williams. Dunlop is racing forward. Oates trying to cover the near post. Comes across. There is a desperate clearance from Darcy Green. And I think Legg's asking questions about an offside call. Darcy Green is doing the same thing. And this is where you start to find out a lot about yourself as a team, Brady. When your back's against the wall, they seem bang up for it.
They do. I mean, that was a great ball in, although I'm not sure if it was offside or not. But yeah, really good bit of covering there, but like Charlotte Oates didn't want to come off a line there. She looked very reluctant. Obviously, we've conceded a corner now, so...
Yeah, I mean, she apologised. It's a good spot, Brady. She did seem to apologise, and I thought, what's that for? But replay spotted it. And I think she felt she should have come off a line. She could see the box and should have dealt with it. As Dunlop prepares a in-swinging corner. A tame one, out for a goal kick, and everyone can breathe a sigh of relief. And this is where we start to ponder from both coaches. Do we look at a change? You've got options on the bench with Turner, Smith, Jubril, Keating, Montgomery for Leeds. Cheadle have 5 players on their bench as well. Often at this level, players drop out of games, people are in the reserves, and you've only got limited numbers, but full complement of subs for the pair of the two teams. Danby goes to Darcy Green, up to Russo, trying to turn it to Drew Green. Cheadle concede a throw. Could have gone back to the keeper, but played for safety. Oates looking for a smart idea was okay. She apologises. Just a smidge overhit. Go middle of the corner. Maybe 10 minutes now of pressure coming in from Cheadle.
Yeah, it's just going back to that quality and composure and using the experience. We've given away a needless corner then when we had possession in terms of from the goalkeeper, and Deej, to be fair, couldn't do a lot about that. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on then. Charlotte Oates ended up a heap on the floor. So Alice is there to protect her.
Yeah, it's often the job of the player to stand in the way, potentially get the toes trod on. Whatever you can to make sure your keeper's got a clear line of sight at the ball. Dunlop this time goes high, hanging ball to the far post. Good header. Smart gets in the way. Dunlop will try and keep it alive. In fact, she just backs out of that and takes the throw in for now. Dangerous ball in. Options at the far post. Gillen's going for it. Oates makes another big save. And it is all Cheadle now in terms of attacking numbers. He's just got to try and weather this storm. But again, another smart save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think Leeds just switched off then. I think Jess Gillen found herself in quite a bit of space there at the back and probably should have taken the shot a little bit earlier, but what it did allow is for Charlotte Oates just to make up a few yards and make herself big to make another big save, like you say.
Poor throwing. Leeds do get a moment of respite on the goal kick. Do you think, Brad, it might be time for changes?
Yeah, we're just thinking I'd probably like to see someone like Kath Smith just come in that central midfield area, and we know she gets stuck in and likes to tackle, and obviously she's got a goal in her too, so I think she'd be a good player to bring on now.
Ball out to the wing from Oates, well kept in by Drew Green. Cheaping a free kick, really. Leeds will. Those are the sort of things that Leeds need at this stage. They win a free kick, it looks soft, but you take it when you're under pressure.
That's it. I think we're just letting them grow into this second half a little bit. I think we definitely need to give our defenders a bit of a breather and play in the other half of the pitch.
Thompson under pressure, gets away. Strong challenge, that's a clumsy one. Leeds will get a free kick. I mean, I think
it's a yellow card, that surely.
Well, I think the Cheadle player's come off as well with an injury. She's winded herself as Isabel Dean. It's a thumping collision. Main thing is that Beth Guy is okay. I think the fact that she's a bit smaller, the Cheadle player's actually then. I tell you, it's an elbow to the face.
Elbow, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what the Cheadle player's done, but I'm not saying she's feigning injury, by the way. But I presumed Guy had like head-butted her chest or like her stomach, and she'd winded herself. It turned out she just got elbowed. And Beth Guy has done very well just to be able to get back up to her feet.
I was just about to say, the Cheadle player definitely seems to have come off worse looking at that, but I'm not sure how. I mean, you could argue that's a red card with that high elbow, to be fair, but I don't think the referee's actually seen it.
The referee coming across to the linesman on this side and getting an opinion here, of course, because there is plenty of heat coming from the benches. Passion. Linesman is clearly explaining something that perhaps he's noticed in the dugouts. This is a message come back onto the pitch, of course. It might be due to the collision, and we'll see what remains to be seen here. But I mean, Isabel Dean's right leg is being tended to, and Olivia Smart is having a word with the official. Is it because in the meantime, while I think it is, I think Smart's had her fingers taped while this has gone on, because she's had that, she's been told to go off.
Yeah, it looks like that's the
There's
case.
me thinking there's some drama from a red card or an incident from the dugouts, and it turns out some hand tape is the issue.
It looks that way. I don't think there's going to be any cards brandished after that challenge, but I strongly disagree with that. I thought the linesman, like you say, was kind of calling her over to say, look, this is what I've seen, and that was a dangerous tackle, but yeah, it doesn't look to be that way. Maybe if we had VAR.
Yeah, Kath Smith is being readied to come on. You got the change you wanted, Brady. Some extra energy into midfield. I mean, she is such a live wire player. You know exactly what you're going to get with Kath Smith. She chips in with some vital goals, especially the last 12 months. She really has added some goals to her repertoire. So Leeds will get the free kick once they can take it. Kath Smith should be able to come on and influence the game.
Yeah, she's a bit of a workhorse, is Kath Smith, like you say, and she won't give the Cheadle midfielders any air to breathe whatsoever. So hopefully it'll just cut out those passes at source.
Yeah, ball over the top, not far away from Woodruff. Just one bounce, maybe too many. Maybe Woodruff could have got to that. What a moment that could have been, but 25 minutes or so gone. Maybe that free kick. You know, sometimes, Brady, when you're playing, your back's against the wall, a teammate gets clattered and it gives you a bit of a push as a group.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I was just thinking Emma Bradley's not had a save to make this half. I think that's the first one she's made, and we've not really tested her that much. You know, like you say, we need to give the defenders a bit of a breather and keep it in that half of the pitch, but I'd like to just see us just have a little run at possession, you know, string a few passes together, move the Cheadle players about. I think we're making it quite easy for them at the moment. But like you say, hopefully with Kath coming in as well, and you know, I want to see Jess driving at the defenders. I want to see Amy driving at the defenders, and especially the Green sisters who are very pacey and tricky.
Yeah, so Danby is making way for Kath Smith. She will enter the match, and one experienced player to another in midfield. Often started so many games together, and now replacing each other in a match with 24 minutes left of what could certainly define the season for both.
Yeah, she had quite a quiet game, Sarah Danby, but I think it's been quite clear to see that the game's been played kind of in the final thirds for both teams, hasn't it?
It certainly has. One apiece. Leeds United against Cheadle Town. This game still got plenty of time left for a bit of drama. Let's hope it goes Leeds' way. Here's Smart. Floating ball into the far post. Drew Green had tucked in to help out Russo, so she's unable to get to it. Sister Darcy Green scrapping away. Had a quick look over the shoulder to go back to Shauna Legg. That's clever from Olivia Smart. Tried to play in Woodruff with the second ball, and this is where again Dunlop thrives on this chaos where her and Shauna Legg are just trying to outdo each other. Legg gives the ball away, and now Dunlop's onside. Opportunity to shoot, good save from Oates. And Shauna Legg did all the good work, got caught out with the pass, and again this is the nervous moment. These games could be decided by an error. And that's another cracking save from Charlotte Oates, maybe into 6 or 7 now, where she's kept Leeds well and truly in this game.
Yeah, I think Ellie Dobson coming across then kind of forced the Cheadle player just to kind of take the shot, which, you know, seemed quite tame in all fairness. I think that she probably should have done a little bit better there, but yeah, we just cannot be affording to be giving away sloppy passes in those kind of areas.
Here's the crossbar. Oates was ready to make an interception, but the frame of the goal keeps Leeds at bay. Olivia Smart just trying to give Shauna Legg a bit of a pat on the back. Yeah, she just made a mistake, but again, the work she's done this season, she's got plenty of receipts, and you just can't allow it to get to you. She'll make an interception or two the rest of this game that will help Leeds' cause, no doubt about it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we've conceded 1, but, you know, you could argue it could be 4 or 5 had it not been for Shauna Legg. So, yeah, she's had a good game overall.
Hughes again just trying to give her some encouragement because her pass went astray, and just a couple of minutes where Leeds have got that backs against the wall sort of method where it's about defending. Cass Smith's first touch is to bring in Woodruff, who goes down the line looking for Russo. She wants a free kick, she's not going to get one. Jess Russo is explaining to the official to try and tell him where the ball is going. She's not happy, she's taking it further forward. And again, we said it all game, nobody is willing to give. I mean, Jess Russo's complaining here over centimetres, and Cheadle will do the same. It's that competitive nature. Neither team wants to lose this battle. As Hughes gets to the ball, Russo takes out Dean, so that disagreement has come full circle. There is no surprise that Ahmed has got something to say. The leader of the group backing up her teammates, like all good captains should. And Dean is in discomfort.
She's a strong player, is Isabel Dean. That's what she's known for. She's been outstanding for Cheadle this season and contributed heavily to their success, but she messed with the wrong Jess Russo there.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. She had every, it's not a purely cynical challenge. She's not gone to her, take her out off the ball. The ball is there. She's caught her late. Has she intended to probably leave a little? Maybe she has. That's what strikers do. It's what a match with this magnitude should be expected.
Listen, Tom, they don't call us dirty Leeds for no reason, do they?
No, they do not, Bridie. They do not. And I don't think anybody in Leeds colours today will care what Jess Russo's just done. There's everybody supporting each other. The same for Cheadle.
If that was a Cheadle foul, I'd have said a yellow card.
Yeah, exactly. So Ahmed prepares to take this free kick. It's a good ball in as well. Hughes gets her head to it. Smart now has to try and get the clearance. Smashed away out of play. And a good one at that as well. Good turn from Dunlop. Hughes trying to get back. And there is leg, and that's the exact thing we spoke about. The next time she gets a chance, she'll no doubt deal with it. Shapes as if she's going to smash it out for a throw-in, just dummies it and goes for a goal kick. And again, experience wins. Ball played into Kath Smith. Ball knocked off Amy Woodruff. Leeds haven't really created much since the goal that was disallowed.
I'm just wondering if Simon Wood's going to mix it up a little bit up top. The thing is, when you've got Amy Woodruff and Jess Russo, it just takes just one chance, doesn't it, for him to score a peach of a goal, as we've already seen with Jess Russo in that first half. And Amy's obviously been outstanding for us this season, so would you take either one of those off? It's a difficult one.
Certainly is, as the ball will fall out towards Portis Williams. She smashes it towards goal, blocked immediately by Leeds. Out now to Drew Green. She's going to try and take it past the defender, and she's done just that as well. Now she's racing away, Drew Green, on the attack. She's got Guy in support. She's got several others. The last touch is the heaviest. Ahmed does very well to read it and clear. But Drew Green, I think you said a few minutes ago, you want the pace of the Green sisters to be exposed and let them attack. Just one touch, let her down. That's better. Get her head down.
Definitely.
Ask questions of the defence.
Yeah, she's made up about 30-40 yards there, hasn't she? So she's got a team up the pitch, and then it's just about that final pass, final decision, final touch. And as you can see, the players are running to support her. Kath Smith looks like she's one of the furthest players forward, so it'd be nice to get her on the end of one of these.
Yeah, the Leeds number 10 that scored so many goals for the club is lurking on the edge of the box. Guy backing in, tries to get it to Woodruff. First touch takes it away from goal. Second was thrashed across the defence but blocked away. Good work from Dobson into Smith, who calmly goes back to Dobson. That's very nice from Kath Smith. Could have gone across the pitch. That's what Cheadle wanted her to do. Drew Green loses possession. Here's Gillen. Darcy Green wins it back. Now into midfield for the visitors as they come forward with Sophie John. She used to have to play it past leg, but she stands firm. Scoops it into Hughes. Now to Kath Smith. And Leeds just maybe growing in confidence a little bit more. The passing range is back and just trying a few things. Olivia Smart gets a bit too encouraged and plays it down the line to Woodruff, and she's not on the same page. And it's out of play for a goal kick. Again, there's nothing. I mean, Cheadle have come. Cheadle have come here with a draw. It keeps the cushion still. It would then require them to lose again, or a draw for Leeds to then catch them. So they're in, of course, certainly in win mode. They've not come here for a draw, but their method is at least stand firm. It's been their tactical season, not conceding goals. So somebody for Leeds has got to drag them over the line here as Oates. Early call to say she's coming off her line. That's really good commanding of her area. I think she's been very impressive back there today, the Leeds goalkeeper. Here is Hughes.
But yeah, going back to what you were just saying, then Burnley women did it a few years ago. They were in this league and got promoted, and they were a team that were really difficult to beat, and they had a few draws along the way, but a lot of the games they'd just win 1-0 and 2-0, just kind of went about the business quietly, never really thrashed anyone, but just controlled the games, and I feel like that's what Cheadle have done this season.
Ball played in behind, Portis Williams races after it. Oaks will just dive in possession again, trying to asking questions of why the flag has not gone up. And Oaks is claiming she needs to retie the lace. The official, in fact not the lace, it's the readjusting of the shin pad. And the official at least suggesting that there's a legitimate reason to stop the game. Big 15 minutes left in this. And hopefully it goes away for Leeds United in a positive manner. Good flick on from Darcy Green. Smith puts it into an uncomfortable position for Ahmed, just toes it forward. Woodruff coming across, and it's going to be a throw-in. Ahmed wasn't playing the player then, she was desperate to just knock Amy Woodruff out of the way. So to Leeds to get a throw-in out of it is at least something. Again, they're very streetwise out at the back, it's good old-fashioned play where they know the system. That touch isn't good, so what I can do is I can just cover, make sure she can't get a touch on the ball, and Ahmed's got that about her. She's very, very tactically smart. And that's part of the reason why they haven't conceded many goals. There's a free kick given away. Don't look too much in that against Russo or Woodruff. The referee disagrees, and it is a free kick.
They're an organised and disciplined team, aren't they? They know what they're doing. Everybody knows the jobs, and it's very, very effective. And like many games this season, they've scored that early goal and kind of packed the bus a little bit, but they're almost forced into doing something now. Obviously, since Leeds conceded, but I think this is unfamiliar territory for them.
It certainly is, as Green picks out Hughes, now to Smart. Over the top looking for Woodruff. Good bit of play from Dean, who's been in the wars the last few minutes, but stood up firm to the challenge. It goes the way of the visitors, which Ahmed will try and take. Leeds boss Simon Wood is trying to demonstrate that this free kick should be taken a few yards further back. The linesman will demonstrate that. I mean, I say a good few yards, we're talking at least 10. So Ahmed told to march her way back. These are fine margins again, but we said. As if there's a blade of grass out of place. These two teams are complaining about it against each other.
They are.
It's petulant, but I've got time for it with a game of this importance as Guy puts some loft on the ball. Geeltown players getting each other's way. It's Smart, who just flicks it down the line to Woodruff. Little poked pass inside that from Plant, and picking up the piece at the far post, or the far side of the pitch is Darcy Green. Smith and Drew Green in support. Back to Cav Smith, who's just got to get some extra burst in that run. Guy and Russo went for the same ball, and Cheadle were just on hand to poke it out of the way, and just a nice steady clearance to the touchline. And Smart dives in. And this is just a battle of who wants it more. Can we create a chance from the sheer determination and fight? You've got 11 minutes to find out.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be that many chances. If you might get a couple of half chances, but hopefully it'll fall to the players in white. Who's going to be the hero today?
Let's hope one of them are in white and blue. Cheadle Town get goal side, get past Smart. Plant's running for a cross. It's cleared away, or blocked originally by Dobson, and then nicely cleared away towards Smart to Smith. She's caught in possession. The remaining subs for Leeds: Simpson, Turner, Jubble, Keating and Montgomery. That gets caught late. It's a challenge from Dunlop, and there's a free kick there.
Naughty.
And leg is in some discomfort. Rachel Dunlop, one of those players that got a really good first touch, comes alive with the breakdown of a player. It goes into the corner. There's a lot of players in this league that prefer the physical side of the game. She is one of them. According to Olivia Smart and Shauna Lake, that was a bit over the top.
The referee didn't really want to seem to get involved in terms of having conversations with players. Thought there could have been a couple of cards in this game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would say in a defence it's been a level playing field in that regard. It's not been favoured to one side. But yeah, a couple of cards could have been brandished as Dunlop gets there. Dobson clears first and gives Drew Green at least something to chase. And now perhaps the chance to play it into Russo's, trying to find a bit of space. Ahmed touched tight to try and stop it. Turns away Russo. Opportunity to try and pick out Drew Green. She does. It won't be fully under control. Still twisting and fighting to get a bit of space. And Leeds just run out of wriggle room as Kath Smith picks up the clearance. Into Hughes. First touch was a little heavy. Dunlop looked to be offside. Both Leeds players claiming it. Oates smashes it into whichever part of gap if she wants to clear the ball in. That's a clearance of just get it out. And even she's demonstrating about the offside. Did look at first glance that was the case, but you know, she's a very, very fast player, Dunlop, and I think I've said it a few times over the years. She's one of those where you look and you just think, I'm glad I'm not playing against her. You know, she just really tough to play against.
Yeah, she is. She's been outstanding for them this season and one of their main players. So, you know, to be fair, we've kept her relatively quiet today and kind of resorted her to a few long-range efforts, but again, Charlotte Oates has come up trumps there with another good serve.
Dunlop again, trying to find a bit of space. Leeds can't afford to bring her to the ground. Darcy Green, Dobson will pick it up, and Dunlop.
Great defending.
And Darcy Green coming together. Darcy Green asking for a free kick. Dunlop claiming there was not enough in it. And this game continues in the same vein. Both teams asking for free kicks, neither of them getting their wish.
Some good battles out there.
Yeah, starting to find pretty much 5 or 6 of them that are becoming quite crucial to this match, and Hughes nips in with another challenge. I think Portis Williams has gone under the radar. You know, Dunlop's been good, Portis Williams don't. Every time she's touched the ball, something has happened for Cheadle, sadly. Getting ball in, dangerous. Someone has to touch it for Cheadle. Smart watches it go out of play, and it is in order to win a goal kick, and she just tried to tell everybody to calm down, but here is Dobson looking for Woodruff. It'll fall for Russo. Russo trying to spin away and get on a stronger left foot. Tries to poke it inside towards Hughes. She does. Russo might get the rebound. She will. Deflection. Should be a corner.
Everybody up.
Yeah, I think, you know, Russo wanted it on that favourite left foot. The route to goal was right-footed, but she nearly managed to find a way through and bring a teammate into the picture.
She scored some good goals with her right foot.
Certainly has. Corner taken. Leg went for it. Did right thing to not try and swing that boot through it because she'd have conceded a free kick. Smart takes the throw in too quickly, with the substitution being timed on the opposite side of the pitch. So, and they're going to take their time. And Rachel Dunlop has had a very, very impressive game. She's been told to walk off the other side of the pitch, but yeah, her and the number 10 Portis Williams getting the goals, working hard. What could seal another promotion for Cheadle at the moment in time this season.
Yeah, they've made the difference, them two. up front for Cheadle.
Back underway with Dobson floating it long. She was looking for Woodruff. Smith jumps up. Back out to the right hand side for the sub in Gindra. Potter's Williams chasing it down. Oates comes out. A couple of minutes into the stoppage time. We should be getting a fair few though, of course, with that injury to Oates and Potter's Williams. They had treatment. We've had the sub, so Leeds still have a bit of time up their sleeve. Up towards Woodruff, doesn't reach her, hits Hughes. She was expecting her teammate to come and cover. Smith flies into the challenge. And now Guy does as well. We might get our first card of the game. And that's just sheer desperation to win the ball. She's mistimed it. And Guy brings down Harriet Houghton. And that will be a free kick. And the referee decides no cards again. It was worthy of one, but she's been consistent all the same.
She has. I think she might have lost them.
She might have forgotten them. That might be why. She's just telling them they've been carded to their face, and then in a report after, we're going to find out.
Maybe, but yeah, like you say, it's just a bit of frustration. Last few seconds left. I mean, they're going to take the time, aren't they? And from a Leeds point of view, it's, you know, the players are frustrated this late in the game, obviously, to concede, and like you say, they've not had that much to kind of feed off, really. So the chances were far and few between, and unfortunately, we haven't been clinical today.
Yeah, disappointing. Ahmed is going to clear up towards Hughes. Back to Smith. Leg. Nearly finds Woodruff, but it's the sort of pass that has to stick when you're chasing a game. Picking it up was John in midfield, and she's been a bit of an underrated weapon there. She's won so many balls high up the pitch. Potter's Williams is picking the ball up to slow the game down. Again, just the smart tactics. Leg goes across to Dobson.
I know the game's not over, but I'm already thinking about the Amy Woodruff chance in that first half, and then a couple of errors at the back, which has cost us today. And it's just those, you know, over a course of 90 minutes, you're talking 2 or 3 moments in the game. That's made all the difference.
You know, this is the fine margins of a title battle.
Yeah.
Cheadle have managed to win it 2-1. And the frustration for Simon Wood's team as the visiting team celebrate, because they know even with the game in hand, Leeds can only be 4 points closer to them, and that could be a result that has huge implications for the rest of the season. But yeah, a big day at the office for Leeds. They had a go, certainly give everything for the cause. No quitting this team under Simon Wood, and the progress has still been apparent from the last few seasons. Of course, they can hope results go their way. The season has got such a long time left in it, and Leeds will keep fighting in that top 3 in their table. But for the full-time score at the Barnes Apprentice Stadium, it is Leeds United Women 1, Cheadle Town Stingers 2.